Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Amir here with Mendon Fitness Studio. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about foot pain and back pain, how the two are connected, and how you can go about making that pain feel a little bit better or even eliminating it. So, first things first. When you have back pain, a lot of times the actual pain may not have originated in the lower back. So, yeah, at this point, if you're experiencing lower back issues or pain, and there could be other things too, there could be past injuries that you have to take into consideration, but a lot of times that lower back pain started in your feet. So, in other words, it started at the bottom, or we should say the beginning of your kinetic chain, and then it worked its way up. So, how did it work its way up? So, it worked its way up by causing imbalances in the muscles that lead from the feet up to the calves, up to the hamstrings, up to the glutes, up to the back. So it followed that chain, and now you got back pain. And again, this is more to help fix posture related back pain or non-changing your damn sneakers related back pain. So I have this baseball here. So one thing that you can do to kind of help determine if your back pain is caused by foot issues is to take a baseball or something somewhat solid. I would start with a tennis ball. If you got like tough feet like me and you're used to stepping on glass, then go ahead and start with the baseball. It's harder. You get more work out of it. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take this baseball. I'm going to put it on the ground. All right. So now what I'm going to do is roll my feet out. So I'm going to put pressure, stand on that baseball, roll my feet out. So what I'm doing here is I'm searching for what we call adhesions. So adhesions are essentially knots in connective tissue and muscle fibers. So what I'm doing here is I'm rolling around and I'm feeling for any knots. And you'll feel a knot when you get on it. But essentially when I find a knot, right, I'm going to stand on that knot, put pressure on that knot. And just so you know, that sucks right now. Like I'm about to burst into tears. But I ain't going to do it because I'm on camera. I'm going to wait till I finish. But when you find a knot, you want to put pressure on that knot for 30 seconds. So what you're doing when you put pressure on the knot for about 30 to 90 seconds, depending on how severe the muscular imbalance is, you're telling that knot to send a signal to your brain, which sends a signal back to the knot that tells the knot to relax. There's a whole bunch of other things that go on, like a lot of chemicals released when you do that. But essentially that's what's going on to help you understand it better. So I still have that ball down there, so I'm on that knot. Oh yeah, I'm on that knot. So now I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna work the other foot here. See my ashy feet. It's cold out, man. So I'm rolling around. So this foot actually is pretty good. My right foot had a bunch of knots. They still have a bunch of knots that I'm working on. And yeah, so they have a bunch of knots, but this left foot is not so bad, surprisingly. So essentially, so your next question might be, how do I work this myofascial release or not release into my stretching program? So let's say you find a lot of knots in your feet, right? So if I find a lot of knots in my feet, I would from there go ahead and stretch all the muscles that lead up the back of the body, up to the lower back, and including the lower back. So I would stretch out my calves, stretch out my hamstrings, all right, stretch out my glutes, and then I would stretch out the lower back last, all right, because remember, it goes up, right? Kinetic chain goes up and it goes down, but for the most part, energy starts from the feet and goes up the body there. So I would start in that order, and then I would foam roll those muscles that I stretched out, all right? So after having stretched out the calves, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, then I would go back and I would foam roll the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back. So essentially what you're doing with the baseball is you're taking the baseball and you're using that to sort of foam roll the bottom of the feet, all right? And actually, when I'm done foam rolling the feet, I would stretch the feet or stretch the ligaments on the bottom of the feet by taking my toes and pulling them back until I felt the stretch underneath the bottom of the feet. So that's a simple way to stretch out those ligaments and tendons, all right? So give that a shot if you're having back pain, and then let me know. Post a video or post a response. Send me a comment. Let me know if it helped or not. But I guarantee you'll feel some relief in your back by starting at the feet and working your way up. Samir here with Mendon Fitness Studio. Stay tuned. Have a good day.
God bless.